Hey guys. Oh, rotate the device. Oh.
Want me to shut this?
Yeah, if you could, sis, please. Alright. Oh, what the shit? Told me to rotate it. Well, I don't want to be that way. It's only wanting me to record like this. I don't know why. Alright. Whatever. Guess we shall do it like this. Hey! Oh shit, I'm catch my hair on fire. Alright. So I am live because I did a live video last time when I had some new items to introduce to the website, and I think it went along very well because it gave you guys a chance to be able to see things while I'm holding it, and I could kind of talk about the metaphysical properties of each stone. So I am going to do the same thing with some of my new pieces that I have here today. And, yeah, hey you guys. Hey Melly. Hugs and kisses to you. Lots of love. Alright, so I guess we will start with, I'm going to start with this piece right here. So this is a carnelian that I have wrapped. It's a really nice carnelian. It has kind of like an eye in it. It's like this light area right here. If I turn it like this, you might be able to see it better. Kind of see it. And I wire wrapped it in copper. So I kind of did that wrap that, you know, everybody kind of likes. I did like a round, almost like a bezel around it. So I twisted the wire up, did the bezel around, and then I wire wrapped it in to the bezel. Hold on, I'm going to clean, sorry you guys, my finger is going to get in the way a little bit because I'm going to clean this lens off. Alright, there we go. I talk on the phone, and then when I put my ear to the phone, I get like makeup on it and stuff. So I think the camera was a little bit cloudy. So this is the carnelian. I believe I have talked about this stone in one of my last videos. I'm not too sure, but I'll just kind of talk a little bit about it again. Carnelian is a really good stone for transitioning. And it's also a good stone for courage. So transitioning and understanding the transition of going into leaving a physical life and going into your next life. A lot of times it's death of a loved one. Sis, do you mind if I share our experience?
No, I wanted to tell you, what about our parents?
Right. So when Red Witch and I, when our parents had passed away, they both passed away wearing carnelian because their transitioning, it wasn't an easy one, and it wasn't something that was going very quickly. So we both kind of wanted our parents to have a quick and easy transition. So we had put Labradorite around their wrist. Both of them had Labradorite bracelets.
Carnelian.
I'm sorry, Carnelian. Carnelian. I went to Labradorite. I'm like looking at, okay. But they were both wearing carnelian around their wrists. And I feel like, well, the same day that I had put carnelian on my dad was the same day that he had passed away. And it really did, I feel like it really did help him. Because not even just as the person who is passing away, but also for the people who are watching this process happen. I wear carnelian. This ring right here is a carnelian ring. I wear it on my left hand to receive energy of understanding that death is not anything to be feared. It is simply a transitioning between this life into the next one. So for anybody who has a constant fear of death, and does not really truly understand what death is, or kind of has it's almost like like a, not like, kind of like a paranoia or like an anxiety, like a constant anxiety of when and how it's going to happen. This stone helps with being able to understand what death actually is. And death is not permanent. Death is only a transition, leaving one world and going into another. So that's what this stone helps with. And it also helps with courage. So I recommend this stone. I recommend Carnelian for anybody who is going to be going into a transition of leaving this life and going into another one. Anybody who is having to stay strong and watch and be there for somebody who is making that life transition. And for anybody who has that, like I said, that constant fear of when and where and how it's going to happen. And it's just something that shouldn't be worried about constantly in our life. Yeah, we should live every day as if it's going to be our last, but we shouldn't really dwell on, is it going to happen today? Is it going to be today? Am I going to, like, there are people that have that worry, that constant worry and that constant fear of when death is going to come. So that is what I personally like to use Carnelian for. And let me get you some measurements on the size of the stone. Sis, do you have a quarter? Because maybe it's better if I just put it up to a quarter instead of using this big-ass ruler. Thank you so much. Sis, you don't want to say hi?
Hi, guys.
So this, my lovely sister has brought me this beautiful shiny quarter. So I could kind of show you guys. Hi. I could kind of show you guys the size of Carnelian compared to this quarter. Yeah, so it's a nice size. Thank you so much, you guys. I really do appreciate that. I really appreciate what you guys think about my work, and it makes me feel really good to hear this. And this is on adjustable cord. So I did tell a couple of our customers that I would be doing a video on how to adjust, which I think it would be really good to do it right now. So I'm just going to show you guys. In order to make your cord longer, all you would do is pull the two ends. And if you want to make the cord shorter, you would pull the two knots apart. So by pulling the two knots apart, and if it's a new adjustable, it will take some working in. Like you kind of have to work it, and it gets a little bit like, it doesn't get loose where it comes undone, but it gets a little bit looser where it's easier to adjust. But at first, since the cord is new, we recommend that you do one side. So you would like pull one of the loops, pull this side, and then even it out by pulling this other one. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, it is a really great stone to work with. Very beneficial. So you can actually make this necklace into a choker. You can wear it on right on your throat chakra, or you could make it longer. You could wear it on your heart chakra if you are dealing with going through a loss of a loved one. It could be even a pet. This stone really comes in handy for any physical being who is going into transition. It doesn't have to be a human. It could also be a pet. I used to have this stone on my Louie, my little Louie, my little Louie dog. He's my Chiweenie, and he's Chihuahua and Wiener dog mix. But Louie used to be we rescued him, and as a puppy, he used to be very fearful of everything. He was afraid of everything. He had no courage. He was like the cowardly lion. So we put this stone on him, and it really helped to build up his courage and his self-esteem. So this stone is really good for courage, just all around courage. So this will be going onto the website. And like I said, it's about the size of a quarter. So this is the quarter right next to it. So it's about the size of a quarter. All right. And then we also have, I did this as well. This is a rose quartz. And this rose quartz, looking at it, it really did look like, what is that called? Is it manifestation quartz? I want to say it's manifestation quartz. It's really kind of like cloudy looking, and I don't know, it's just really pretty. But this is rose quartz, and I wrapped it in a hot pink wire. So, oh yeah, your dreamy Chihuahua has seizures. Any suggestions for her? Is your Chihuahua having seizures from is it like epileptic seizures, or what type of seizures is it? I have a viewer who was asking a question about dogs having seizures. There are stones that help with epileptic seizures. I highly recommend Desert Rose for that particular type of seizure. Desert Rose really helps with that. It says, can you pass me a Desert Rose? Also, is that pink quartz over there? That's a is it why can't I think of the word? Not the rose quartz, but it looks just metamorphosis quartz. I was over here like manifestation quartz. Metamorphosis quartz is what it looks like. She only had 2. I don't know what type. Okay.
Here's metamorphosis.
Okay, so this right here is the Desert Rose that I'm talking about. This helps with seizures. And even if you want to these work really good as diffusers, and I want to thank Sunshine. Trina really put me on game with that, because I had no idea that you could actually use these Desert Rose as a diffuser, as a natural diffuser. So you could actually dab essential oils onto here, and you can sleep with this stone. You can put it in your pet's bed to help to calm them. I would recommend using a lavender oil with this stone. It's a very good calming stone. So that's that one. This is the stone that I was saying that this rose quartz really reminded me of. It reminds me of that one. So, yeah, Desert Siren says lava rocks work really well as diffusers. Yes, they do. They work really good as diffusers. So the vet says it's common in 6-year-old. And that's for a Chihuahua? I'm wondering if it might not have something to do with diet, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't think that that'd be common. I had a 13-year-old Chihuahua, and she had had 1 seizure in her whole life, and it was because somebody had accidentally dropped something and it bumped her on her head, and it caused her to have a seizure. Hi, Lady Grave Dancer. Okay, let's see. No more crystal babies, lol. I have no place order. Okay. I didn't get to see that last. I'm sorry. I don't read very quickly, so I'm like trying to. Sis, maybe you could. If you see a comment, can you tell me? Tell me if it's a question so I could answer it. All right. So rose quartz is a really good stone, not just for receiving love from other people. It is. Stuff is amazing.
Give dog seizures.
This story work. Aw, thank you, Tequila. Yeah, rawhides. Yeah, Desert Siren just said that rawhide treats can give dogs. What did she say? Give dogs seizures. I believe it, because there's a lot of things that we give to our pets that we do not know are bad for them. She's overweight. Someone stepped on her in the movers. Okay, see, that could cause right there. Somebody stepping on them or anything like that could cause high anxiety, which in turn can cause a seizure. So I would say that to start just being really watchful for what it is that you're, look at the ingredients in your dog food. That's always the main thing, and always try to go for a natural dog food. I'm trying to think what I'm giving my boys right now. I switched them to, because they were on, what was it called? Yeah, I was going through Chewy, but I was getting Pioneer, and Chewy stopped carrying Pioneer, so I switched them over to, I think it's called Signature brand. Um, if you want the person that I'm talking to about the Chihuahua, message me on our Facebook page on the Spiritual Vibes and Soul Sisters page, and I will gladly tell you what type of food I am giving to my boys. And I am a very like I'm that type of pet mama where I'm like, I need to know what it is that I'm giving to my dogs, especially because my Armani, he has lots of food allergies. So I have to give him a dog food that has very minimal ingredients. She only eats chicken, green beans, and occasionally rice. Yeah, see, so chicken is not really a good meat for older dogs, especially if she has arthritis. Chicken is a warming meat. So that is one thing. Rice is also not a good thing. Rice is more of a filler. It's not really anything that a dog benefits from in their diet. It's kind of like if you think of the wolves, you don't ever see wolves eating corn or rice or anything like that. They're meat eaters. So rice is not really a good thing. It also helps to put weight on them, and that's something that you don't want to do. So yeah, definitely message me. Like I said, this is dog food has been something that I've been it's been something that I've been dealing with for a very, very long time. So I'm not an expert when it comes to it, but I have gotten a lot of really good advice, and I have did a lot of research on dog food. So definitely hit me up and I will give you some advice on that. All right, so back to this. I'm sorry, you guys. All right. So rose quartz is not only good for receiving love from others, it's also very good in self-love, learning to love ourselves. And here's the thing is that a lot of people seek love from outer sources, from other people. They're wanting to be in relationships and wanting to have somebody to love them. But the thing is that you cannot get from others what you are not giving to yourself. So love always should start from within. It should start with you loving yourself, and in turn, the universe it reflects whatever it is that you already have going on and what you feel you deserve. So if you don't love yourself and you're not doing anything to help to help to love yourself and to understand yourself and to grow as a person, it's gonna make it really hard. And that's where a lot of people have that blockage of, why am I not meeting somebody? Why can't I find love? It always is something that starts from you. And when you start to love yourself, it's something that is just, it's reflected back toward you from others. And it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be with your children. It could be from your friends, from your family. Love comes not just from a partner, from somebody that you're going to be intimate with. Love is received in lots of different ways. So this stone right here, rose quartz, helps you to be able to love yourself, to love others in a healthy way, and to receive love in healthy ways as well. And I have that wrapped in pink wire. And this is also on adjustable cord. So like I said, you would want to, hi Olive, welcome. So when you want to adjust your cord, you would pull the knots to make it tighter. And you can pull these knots all the way, literally all the way down here until they meet. And let me show you. So you pull it all the way, and then you would make the other one even. So you see, you can make it really tight. You can make it a choker. And then what I like to do is kind of bring the stone. Okay, well, I can't do it with this one. Sometimes you can double the cord and then kind of like turn it around so you have a thicker cord, and it creates like a thicker looking choker. But with this one, the loop, like this, the knots won't go through this loop, so this one is not going to be able to do that. This one is the rose quartz. And like I said, all of these necklaces are going to be added onto the website. Next, I will show you the tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is a really good stone. I talked about this in one of my Riding with the Witch videos. This is a really good stone to help you to be alert, focused, and to help with having quick reactions. So if you have a job as, say, a security officer, or you have a job as a police officer, or something that you have to have like a quick reaction to certain things, whether it be people or, you know, just things that might be coming at you kind of thing. You got to have a quick reaction to kind of move and to think fast. This stone really helps with that. This is tiger's eye, and tiger's eye also helps with protection from evil eye. Evil eye is basically when somebody looks at you with an envious eye, when somebody sees what it is that you have and they want it. And, you know, and that a lot of people that give you evil eye are people that see something that you want, that you have, that you worked very hard to achieve, and that they are not, it's either not their gift, it's not something that they're supposed to have, or it's something that they're not working hard enough to have. And when, yeah, mal de ojo, exactly, Olive. Yeah, so it'd be mal de ojo. They also, it says in Italian, what would it be? Is there another thing
Evil
for,
eye?
is it just evil eye too?
Yeah, there's something, there's a word. But
There's a word?
They usually do this thing. This is also a, like if someone says something.
Look like you're throwing up gang signs. Come over here and do it. Show them what you're doing. It says over here throwing up gang signs. Or throwing them down, actually.
So for Italians, they have the Italian horn, and then they have this, it's like a man, and the bottom of him is the Italian horn part, and then his hand, he's holding up like this.
Look at her throwing gang signs.
And like if you're talking to a true Italian and you say something that not even like negative towards them, but it could become negative, they'll be like, oh no, send that back to you. You know, that goes right back to you, and they're doing their own thing, and they start doing this to you.
The fingers. You know what I had somebody do to me the other day? Is it an Italian thing when they go like that?
Oh, that means fuck you.
Is that what? Because I beeped at his ass.
Hell, yeah.
I beeped at him because he was driving like an idiot, and I beeped at him,
like,
and he went, oh, oh to you.
Yeah, that's when we're like, bah, bah,
All right. So yes, tiger's eye. Another really good protection stone. It's also very grounding. A lot of people need grounding nowadays. Everybody needs grounding. So, this one is on regular cord. I have a tiger eye at my workspace, and shift is no joke. Yes, Melly. That's a good place. Melly just said that she keeps this stone at her workplace. So that is another really good place to keep this stone, because if you have a higher position in your job and you are in charge of people that are, you know, their position is lower than your position, and you're kind of in charge of, you know, kind of like, you know, what, like, I don't want to say bossing them, but telling them what to do and keeping everybody and, you know, doing what it is that they're supposed to do. You know, when you work a regular job, that's pretty much what you do. You have a boss, you have a manager, you have a supervisor, you have a lead, you know, and these people are at higher positions, and the people sometimes that are at lower positions, they like to throw that eye at you, especially when they don't like to be told what to do, but their position that they're in, they need to listen to what they're being told. And that is enough to do evil eye as well. So yes, tiger's eye is really good protection for that. And it's kind of a little bit more low key, because a lot of people will see, you know, the evil eye charms that actually looks like an eyeball. They'll see that and they instantly know what it is. Whereas tiger's eye, they just see it as a stone, especially if they're not into metaphysical energies of stones and things like that. They won't really know what this is. And you know, when you have the eye, then it's kind of different, because then they know what it is. Whereas this, it's like you can pretty much have it and nobody knows, you know, what you're doing. But yeah, you're sending that shit right back. So that is tiger's eye. This one is wrapped in copper. And it has a really nice, the colors in it are really pretty. And I handpick all of the stones. All the bougie people will think you're wearing pretty jewelry. Yep, that's right. That's right, Olive. Bougie people will think you're wearing pretty jewelry. So when I wrap these stones, you guys, I handpick them based off of how, like, usually with tiger's eye, I like to see like that flash in it. And that's what will make me drawn to wrapping a piece. A lot of times also it's the shape of the stone. If I see that it has a really nice shape and I'm just like, oh my God, I gotta wrap that. So I handpick all of these stones. I don't just grab stones and like, okay, I'm gonna wrap you, I'm gonna wrap you, I'm gonna wrap you. I look at, just like with this carnelian, I picked this one because it has this, oops. It has this really nice round shape to it. And I love round, evenly round stones. I like to do this kind of wrap on those kind of stones. So I handpick each and every stone that I wrap. When I'm wrapping it just to make it, you know, to make it into a talisman or a jewelry, I pick it out unless, you know, I also do wraps for other people when they come and pick out their own stones. So I do stuff like that. But when I'm picking out stones to wrap them on my own, I usually go for the certain shape, certain color, certain flashes. Labradorite has to have a really nice flash in order for me to really be drawn to it. This piece was a piece that I was very, very proud of. I was very happy to work with. Anytime I can work with turquoise, I love to work with turquoise, especially because it reminds me of my dad. My dad used to love to wear turquoise. He would have turquoise on every finger. He would have big turquoise pendants. Yeah, was it Lida too? This is another turquoise right here. This was given to me by my friend Jennifer. She had given me this, you know, a while, not too long ago, a little while back, you know, and I was still dealing with a lot of emotional stuff I was going through with the loss of my father and everything like that. It was almost hard for me to look at it when she gave it to me because it made me just want to break down, just, you know, just seeing it. But turquoise is it's a stone that was held very, very sacred to not only the Native Americans, but also to the Egyptians, the Tibetans. This stone was held very sacred for its healing powers. And the way that it's a healing stone because it helps with serenity, with creativity, with empathy, with positive thinking, your sensitivity, especially if you tend to be more of a hardened person where you're not very, you know, sensitive to your own emotions or to others, or even just to energies that are around you. Your sensitivity is actually a really good thing. There's, you know, some people that tell you, huh? You need to sit on it. There's a lot of things you talk about sitting on, sis. I don't know about you. So with the sensitivity, some people will tell you, oh, you're too sensitive. There's no such thing. Women are very, very sensitive. And it's not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing. It's the people that close themselves off to their sensitivity that are creating blockages within themselves. So don't let anybody ever tell you that you're too sensitive. Tell them to go and fuck off. It also helps with your intuition. You know, if you're trying to become more intuitive to, you know, to your gifts, to the energies around you. Maybe you have poor judgment with allowing certain people into your life, and you're needing to work on your intuition because intuition will guide you and it always steers you in the right direction. It's usually our ego that gets in the way and makes us second guess what it is that our intuition is guiding us in. And this stone is also a really good stone to help with happiness and also with wisdom. So through all of these things with, you know, with creativity, empathy, sensitivity, positive thinking, serenity, your intuition, all of these things are what make this stone a very good healing stone. That's what gives this stone that power of healing in all different kinds of ways, because it helps with so many different things. And by becoming a full balanced person, you are able to heal yourself. So that is turquoise. This is the turquoise right here. And if you see these two flashy little beads right up here, these are labradorite. Labradorite is a really good stone for transformation. So me putting these two stones together, these two stones work very well together. And I don't really see them too much. I don't see them very often together, and they actually make a really good team, because they kind of, it's like they share that same energy of transformation and creating balance and wholeness and healing, and they work really, really well together, because labradorite also promotes change. It promotes change within yourself. And by changing yourself, you can actually change a lot of the things around you that you are not fully happy with, or change always starts from within. Anything that it is that you're wanting to receive from outer sources always has to come from within you first. So this stone, labradorite, is really good for change. It's good for strength. Strength, a lot of times it takes a lot of strength for us to be able to make changes, or even to come to the conclusion that we are needing change. So, and then it's also a good stone for balance, and it protects your aura and raises consciousness. It strengthens your intuition and promotes psychic abilities. So labradorite is a really good, we always call it a shielding stone here at the shop. We almost call this stone like a armor. So when you wear labradorite, you're wearing a spiritual armor, and it creates a force field around your aura that does not allow negative energy to enter in. So when you're needing to make life changes within yourself, kind of filtering out what is already kind of negative around you really helps you to be able to change yourself, because there is a lot of things, for any good thing that you are trying to have within your life, you can believe that there is going to be something that is going to try to attack that, because negative energy does not want you to convert into a positive energy, because by converting into a positive energy, you're taking that power back from the negative. And negative likes to grow, and it likes to take over. So, yes, that is what I created this piece for. And this is a smaller pendant, so this would make a really good pendant for people that don't really like to wear big, bulky jewelry. You can see the stone is like maybe the size of a dime. Maybe, I don't know, I want to say it's actually the size of like a pinto bean. And that's the thing, I could literally wrap a stone the size of a pea. I have done it. I have wrapped a little pea-sized peridot, and, people are always like, oh, I don't think you're going to be able to wrap this. I can wrap anything. So, that is the turquoise. The whole pendant is actually a little bit bigger than a quarter, and that's including this round part right here of the copper. And this is also some wire that I did. Hi, Alexis. Welcome. So the copper wire that I did right up here, I twisted it around, and I created this loop, and then I just kind of looped the cord through that. And so it is a nice small piece. And what I like about these labradorite beads, these are really good quality. I want to say that they're AAA grade quality labradorite beads. So labradorite is when you see the stone, it actually has a really nice flash in it. There's sometimes it'll flash blue, sometimes it'll flash like a green, sometimes it'll flash like a yellow. So each bead with the nice grade that I had gotten of the labradorite, each bead has a flash in it. So that's also really nice. And this is on regular cord, regular black cord. And for any of these pieces, if you guys are wanting to Hey, sorry I didn't answer. I'm on live. So any of these pieces, if you're wanting to make them into adjustable, just let me know. I could easily create an adjustable cord for you. And yeah. Okay, so I am running on low battery, so I'm going to try to hurry up and get through this. Okay, and then right here, this is another Labradorite piece. I made this wire Labradorite pentacle. And like I said, the grade of the Labradorite is really good. So each bead has a nice flash in it. So you can kind of see in this one. It's really hard to, I don't know, it doesn't pick up very well on camera. But each bead has a really nice flash in it. So you can kind of see that blue. You see that down there? That nice blue. Every bead has a flash, a color that comes through. See this one right here, that flash? That one, there's another one right up there, you see that? So every bead has a flash in it. And this is a pentacle that I did with copper wire, and it is labradorite. So all of the properties that I just mentioned in that labradorite, as far as the stone of transformation, the stone of change, strength, balance, and protection. It protects your aura. It creates a protective shield, almost an armor shield around your aura to protect from negative energies from entering and affecting you. And the pentacle itself is very protective. The pentacle sends protection out in all corners. And it also represents all of the elements. So this piece, I put it on, it's like a black cord, and it has this, it has a clasp on it actually. So you can adjust it. You would put it through, you know, if you want to make it smaller, you would put it like through this last loop. If you want to wear it longer, you could put it through the first loop and wear it longer. And like I said, if you are interested in this piece, but you do not like the cord, and if you want me to record it in a different kind of way, just let me know and I can make that happen for you. All right, sorry you guys, I'm gonna kind of rush through this a little bit more because my battery is dying and I really wanted to get to this. I know you guys saw her sitting in the background. I really wanted to get to this piece because there has been, not just with, you know, me and Red Witch's parents, but there has been a lot of deaths lately. And there has been a lot of people that are losing loved ones. And with the holidays coming, it's really hard to have to go through the holidays knowing, and I know this because, you know, this was my first Thanksgiving, knowing that my father was not around, and, you know, that I wouldn't be able to go and see him, and, you know, so I know, and Red Witch too, you know, this is her first Thanksgiving that she had to spend without her mother. So this piece right here, I feel, is gonna be going to a person that is really needing that love healing, heart healing energy. This is a angel aura quartz. It's a actually angel, a carved angel out of aura quartz, and it brings love, passion, vitality. It activates wisdom of the heart. So again, it helps with that wisdom of, you know, of knowing that the person that has already gone is in a better place and is no longer, if there was a person that was suffering from an illness, you know, no longer suffering, or they're able to have a fresh start. And you know, I know that it's something hard to really think in the moment of losing somebody. But eventually you kind of get to that point of knowing that they're okay. This stone is also a protector against aggression and violence. So if anybody has gone through a time of abuse, whether it have been physical abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, anything like that, whether it stems from childhood or even recently, you know, if you're getting out of an abusive relationship, or if you were in an abusive household as a child, this angel right here really helps with healing, with guidance, with wisdom, with love. It helps with acceptance and growth. And her energy is just very beautiful. Her energy, I mean, she's beautiful to look at, but even more beautiful to hold and to actually connect with her energy. So I do feel like this angel is going to go to somebody who's needing healing and needing, there's a lot of things that they're needing in their life right now. And this is going to call to somebody who is really going to need her in their life. She is a guardian angel. So, all right, you guys. Well, my phone is about to die. I wanted to show you the wands that I had created too, but I'm going to have to leave that for another video. Hi, Johnny Dragon. Thank you for watching. So I will see you guys. I don't know. I'm going to put this phone on the charger. Maybe I'll be able to get into another video. If not, I will probably see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to check out my personal channel so that you guys could see my riding with a witch and my, you know, vlogs, my crazy family. I love them. And if you guys seen anything in this video that you are interested in, please feel free to check out the website. They all will be going, they're not going to be going up there right away because my husband, I'm going to need to wait for him to have a chance to put everything up there because he's in charge of doing all of that. So, you know, he will be getting those onto the website. So if you guys see anything that you like and you are wanting to jump on it right away, feel free to message me at our Spiritual Vibes and Soul Sisters Facebook page. And again, we are on Facebook. It is Spiritual Vibes and the Soul Sisters. And you guys will see our logo with the eye with the elements inside of it. That's us. So you can message me on there and just be like, hey, Nina, I really want that angel. Or, hey, I really want that pendant that I seen. Let me know and I can go ahead and get that all packaged up for you. And we can get it sent out to you. All right, you guys. I will see you at the next video. Blessed be.